Ronnie Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. For all the people who have subscribed to my channel, I'd like to say thank you once again. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel. Ronnie Nation TV, let's get it. Okay guys, I don't know if you've seen this story or not, but maybe you can help me. Did you guys see the story about Ronnie Neal coming out of Tampa Bay, Florida, where he killed his girlfriend and his 9-year-old daughter? Tried to kill his son. He was like 8 or 9 years old. He shot the wife, stabbed the 9-year-old daughter in the head with an axe, stabbed the son, and attempted to set the son on fire, and then set the house on fire. Now, I hope I didn't run through that too fast, because you got to really comprehend what this dude did. Let's get into it though, because he was sentenced not too long ago. A county judge has sentenced Ronnie Neal III to 3 life terms plus 60 years in prison to run consecutively for the murder of his girlfriend and their disabled daughter and the attempted murder of his son. O'Neal gained national attention for his antics in court as he insisted on representing himself during his murder trial. Now, I seen the opening statements, and I know maybe some of you people might have seen it too. Yeah, I mean, it was on the internet. It was blowing up. But like I said, this happened on March 18th, 2018, and he insisted on representing himself. And as you can see in some of these pictures, he looks totally different from when he was arrested, because he started to grow these dreadlocks, So now he's representing himself. He's in the courtroom, and he has these dreadlocks in this black suit, and I don't know if it's, it seems kind of intimidating to me that he would come in there looking like that, dressed like that, and but they said that he did really good, as for a person in March of 2018. They said that he was incompetent. So 2-3 years later, this man is in the courtroom representing himself. I'm not condoning anything that this guy did, because he's a piece of work, and I don't mean that in the good way. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you kill your girlfriend, your 9-year-old, your 11-year-old daughter, and try to kill your 8-9-year-old son, you're a piece of work, and I don't mean that in a good way. Not condoning anything that this guy did, because it's horrible and he needs to be exactly where he's at. But it's speaking from a lawyer's point of view, they said that he didn't do a bad job representing himself. Of course, in the courtroom, they let the layman, people who represent themselves, who don't know too much about the law, they can get away with a little bit more than a regular lawyer could. But this guy, he tried to represent himself in the state of Florida. In the state of Florida, the death penalty is looming over his head, right? And it just seems kind of creepy to me to watch this dude sit up here and represent himself, knowing the charges that he faced. To me, people, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I'm gonna run through it again. From what I heard was that him and his girlfriend Kenyatta had got into an argument, and some people believe that the argument stems from him trying to convert the family to Islam, to the Nation of Islam. And I'm not sure if she wanted to do that or not. But regardless, they had got into an argument, and he chased her down. The son witnessed all of this, people, and this is horrible. This is a very horrible story coming out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The son right now, I believe he's about 11 or 12 years old right now. This happened about 3 years ago, March 18th, 2018. So 3 years ago, this happened, right? And this guy insisted on representing himself to these heinous charges that he's charged with. Right now, he's convicted of it, because I might as well just go ahead and tell you he's been convicted. Like I said, the judge handed down 3 life terms plus 60 years, and just sitting here watching him trying to represent himself of the charges, because I heard, like I said, he chased this woman down. She ran into her daughter's bedroom, hid and tried to hide in the closet, and he went in there with the shotgun, shot through the closet door. She managed to get up out the closet. Then he chased her down and then stabbed her. And while he's doing all this, he's telling the son, "Come here and watch me kill this bitch." Excuse my language, but that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? Come, the son is witnessing all this. And then I heard the daughter, nonetheless, she's disabled. She's autistic. He stabs his own daughter. I mean, hits her in the head with an axe, right? And then the son, he pins down, stabs him, puts his foot on his chest while he's laying on the ground, soaks his body with gasoline, and sets his body on fire. He had burns of over more than 40% of his body. So when the first responders get there, and they see this horrible tragedy, the one of the first responders, who I'm showing you this family right here, he was just overcome. He just couldn't believe what had happened to this kid, and he followed this kid, to the emergency room. He would go and make visits, and they had started to have a bond with each other. And when it came time for this kid to go somewhere to get released to a family, to a shelter, to have somebody adopt this kid, they have nobody to adopt this kid. So this first responder, this guy right here, him and his family, they adopted this black kid. You know what I'm saying? And that's big ups to this guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of police don't get a lot of credit for a lot of things they do, but I thought that was a very touching story that it touched this dude, man. It touched this man's heart that he went in there and he seen this horrible tragedy, a 9-year-old girl killed with an axe to the head, a mother nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, shot and stabbed. It's just a brutal crime that happened that he did to his family. And for him to get up there to add insult to injury, he gets up there and he has to question his son on the stand. Now he gets his son. It's by remote location. They do it like a Zoom call. Thank God they didn't have this kid in the same room with him. You know what I'm saying? And so now he's cross-examining his son. It has to be horrible. You haven't seen your dad in 3 years, and the last thing he did to you was stab you, try to set you on fire, and 3 years later you're in the courtroom and he's asking this question: did I do anything to you? What did I do to you? I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be horrible. I can only imagine, right? And just watching this dude is like, like I said, 3 years ago they said he was incompetent to stand trial, and now he's he's representing himself in a death penalty case nonetheless. But like I said before, I heard some lawyers say that he did, for him not to have any experience, I don't know, it's some kind of psychopathic genius or something that this guy was, because they said he did a good job. He didn't get the death penalty, which is amazing for the shit that he did coming out of Florida. It's amazing to me. And like I said before, I don't know if you people remember this. I just wanted to touch base and tell you my feelings about, I think this guy's a piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he didn't get the death penalty. My condolences go out to this lady's family. For that little boy. Big ups to the detective who took him into his home. And, I hope he has a bright future. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he can get over these scars that's been inflicted upon his so-called father. But it's just a horrible story coming out of Tampa Bay, Florida. And I just wanted to, touch base with some people and see if you guys remember this story. Tell me what you think in the comments. This is Rowdy Nation TV. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We out.